Yeah, boy.
They can't with me. I straight the ground when I speak. Caught a new Ferrari, AC flames when I speed. Went straight to the source, ain't no man in between. Jesus is.
My name Chase Hancock. I play wide receiver. My number is 2.
And I go loco, I'm insane by this cream. Hundreds like I fofo, out the bank, crystal clean. Gotta make me one star, hold a jet, he can't leave. Yeah. Pocket watching, one of my biggest pet peeves. Put my pride aside, now wear my heart on my sleeve. All in Dobby, talking large with a sheet. And they came with me. It ain't gonna ever change, I can't go for nothing strange. I got dirt all on my name, hard to charge it to the game. But you gon' always know one thing, always know one thing. I'm a home, I can't be saved. Can't catch her out my way. A hard body to the day. I'm not riding in the grave. And I done polished up my ways. Don't know if it's just a season, but it's like my heart getting colder. God had set me back and it's like it all started over. I done got back moving, I had to return a few soldiers. Put your feet in my shoes, I'ma see you stand on my shoulders. Wintertime in Iceland, hell yeah, I'm the coldest. Roll it up and light it, what's that smell, what he smoking? I'm up early morning hiking, pop a trail, get me focused. Couple vibes ain't got no wifey, I'm a player and they know this. And I'm still cause I don't like it, I go stare cause they holdin'. Know some that's trifling, gotta steal when you rollin'. It's late night, thunder and lightning, and I'm still out here coasting. These don't like me, all the real know they bogus. And they came with me, and ain't gonna ever change.
Every day I have to compete with myself, pushing myself, and not only that, just pushing my teammates too, and being that top team or being the underdog that we are now.
Yes.
So just knowing that we're the underdog, and that drives me, especially because that shows to me that, okay, y'all think y'all better than us. We gonna prove why we coming in like this, and we gonna show why we gonna outsmart you, out hustle you.
What's up with it? What's up with it? Welcome back. Y'all see where we at. Live from House of Hype, Keeping It a G, the interview series, baby. And I got a huge guest, very special young man. But before we get to that, I want to give a shout out to my brothers Brandon and Tez. And again, y'all see where we at. We on the court at this amazing House of Hype, amazing clothing store. If your jump shot is right, you can come shoot for up to 100% off. But if you lose, make sure you got your money or you're going to be singing and dancing. But again, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And again, welcome back to the interview series. I have a very special young man that's having a huge spring, and this summer is going to be even bigger. I've been knowing this young man since he was 4, when he terrorized me, when he was with the Parkview Mustangs. And even back then, his parents were very strict on grades and discipline because he set out the first half and came in the second half and still got busy. Now, what we didn't know that there was 2 amazing players playing against each other in him and Eli Moody. But after that, this young man took his talents to the Arkansas Lions, where he began to refine his skills as a wide receiver under former NFL player and current head coach of Jacksonville, Reggie Swinton. Then after that, he went to the historical passing offense of Pulaski Academy, where he was coached and mentored by former All-American and NFL player Anthony Lucas. Now, in his junior year at PA, he's going to be under an amazing head coach with a high-flying offense that's geared for success, with another former NFL player and All-American tutoring him as well on the finer skills of playing the position that he's at. I want to present to you All-State, All-Conference. Again, I call him the Phenom. Some of y'all just call him Chase Hancock. Some of y'all call him 2. I want y'all to welcome my nephew, Pulaski Academy wide receiver and specialist, Chase Hancock.
What's up?
How you doing?
Chilling. I'm good. What's up?
Volume and everything good for him, Josh? All right. What's been good, bro? You done went viral. You done did 7-on-7, OT7. Done had a huge circuit. But we gonna get to the 7-on-7, but
Yeah.
let's get to toenail.
My girlfriend says she's gonna break up with me if I don't cut my toenails. What do I do?
Cut them.
They're not even that long.
What you mean? She said cut them.
Yeah, but is she gonna be able to control everything in my life?
Nah.
She says jump off a bridge. Do I do that? They're not even that long.
Oh well, if you don't think they long, then shoot, you don't have to.
If anything, they make me feel more comfortable in my own skin and my own toenails.
Question is it your house?
I mean, it's kind of her parents. They're kind of letting me sleep on the couch.
Yeah, bro, you gotta cut them. You gotta cut them because you
Well, her
live in that
parents
house.
Out of all the things that go viral for it, toenails. How did that conversation come about? Is this like the dude just come to you out the blue with that?
See, I already knew he was on something because when he came up to me, he was like I could see him laughing. So I'm like, I'm already knowing he finna say something dumb or ask me something dumb. So when he said it, I'm like, bro, what? But I mean, shoot, I kept it a bean. I kept it a bean with him.
Hey man, that tripped me out because I'm like, wait, I know they not talking about toenails. I'm like, hey bro, that's crazy. But other than that, how was playing 7-on-7, being on ESPN network, also being live on YouTube, playing in the prestige of OT7, playing for the Cold Hearts? You was able to put your skills up against some of the best DBs in the nation, but also see some of the other skills of some of the best wide receivers in the nation. What did you take away from that, and how are you going to use that to help you going forward?
Honestly, everybody can play, and shoot, it's fast, competitive, and shoot, if you're a dog, you're a dog. You know, you're gonna make plays. But being with those other receivers, those 5-star receivers and stuff, it taught me a lesson on how, shoot, like I said earlier, if you're a dog, you're a dog. But I mean, you just gotta put that work in, and shoot, it's all gonna come to light once it's all said and done.
So how did it come about you getting on Cold Hearts team? It's for OT7.
Well, it was his agency who I've been talking to for a little bit.
Okay.
And he kind of had a connection with the coach, and shoot, the coach he sent my film to the coach, and coach already liked me. He heard about me a little bit, so that kind of helped it a little bit. But shoot, he said he needed a quick, twitchy receiver who can get yards, make a catch, go score, yak. That's what he was looking for, yak. So, and then shoot, when I got there, I fit in like I was there since birth.
Okay.
So, I mean, and like that receiver core that we had that weekend, I say it was very special because we had a great time. Going 5-0, we was lit, played like brothers. Shoot, even then, if somebody messed up, we was right there to pick them up. So
Okay. And so outside of yourself, because I seen you got in the end zone, how did that feel knowing, hey man, my mom's in the stands, my pops in the stands, I got everybody back home watching me. Yeah. I'm playing against some of the best DBs in the nation. Yeah. I done got in the end zone. I'm finna go jump in the ball. I seen the sign next to Jeremiah Smith. Yeah. And so how was that when you got into the end zone?
Man, shoot, it was a great feeling because it's like, you know, it's like your first varsity touchdown. You know, it's a very special moment. You know, shoot, you're in front of thousands of people, maybe millions, and
watching live.
And
Exactly.
And shoot, when I got back home, it was multiple people coming up to me saying, I saw you score. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. And shoot, like I said, it was a great feeling, honestly, because knowing that I had that type of support from home, you know, it means a lot to me. So, yeah.
The only two, you are the second person that I know that's played OT7. And the other one was Mehmet.
Yeah.
I mean, and so you in good company when you can say, hey, and again, we've seen some amazing talent come through Arkansas. But for you two, I know Mehmet, I believe he played for Raw Miami when he went down there.
Yeah.
Like in you getting on Cold Hearts, and again, those aren't just regular 7-on-7 teams, and this is no knock to anybody, other organization out there, but you're talking about nationally ranked and you going against a Champ Mays and seeing Gunner and Low Pro and some of these other like his organizations.
Yeah.
And so who was the wide receiver that you seen down there, whether it was on Cold Hearts or another organization, you were like, dude, wrong?
I mean, my dog Champ Mays, you know, he been down
Champ.
for a minute. And then Jameer, he a dog.
Okay.
Eastern Royal.
Ooh, yeah, I heard of Eastern Royal.
Hey, yeah, that boy nice. I can't even lie. And then we call him Slim Shady. His name Brian from Boston. Shoot. I think Wild Boys can't slide. He get that shit. He get OB. Hey, we gonna get right past you. And then, shoot, not even just receiver, just my quarterback Trey Taylor too. He was seeing him and knowing his IQ and seeing what he can see out there. It's amazing to be out there to be blessed to be out there with all that talent. So,
okay, so let's take it back to the beginning.
Right.
Who is Chase Hancock?
Chase Hancock is how other people would say flashy in a way, but
Okay.
in his own swag. On my dad.
Hey man, your dad's funny, bro.
In my dad's words, him.
Exactly.
Man, he's a ball player. He has high IQ with the game. He loves learning new things about the game. And then shoot, he's a team player. He's a leader. He leads by example. He may not be vocal as much, which is changing this year from my junior year, but he may not be as vocal, but shoot, he gonna lead by example on that field. Shoot, he gonna make sure his teammates succeed. So that's me.
So what was it like when you first started out playing football with the Mustangs? Because I'm not gonna lie, I used to coach for the Mustangs before I went to the Cardinals, and no disrespect, man, they was terrible at one time.
Yeah.
And then when you came over there, and it was like a slew of other kids, I remember we was all at War Memorial Stadium for the Jamboree.
Yeah.
And I happened to look in the stands, and I see this woman and this man with huge size of this kid face, and I'm like, who the hell is this kid? I'm like, man, I ain't never seen this kid. And then when you got on the field, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And you was playing quarterback then.
Yeah.
What was it like starting off at quarterback, but then 2 years later, whenever you and your dad sat out and talked, and he probably said, hey, Chase, your future's probably going to be a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And I know you like playing quarterback, making the plays and doing this and that, but we're finna start investing in your future, and we're finna go to the Arkansas Lions where you're going to play receiver and learn how to play it. So how was that going? So how was that playing for the Mustangs, playing quarterback, and then after that leaving and going to play for the Lions?
So I feel like playing for the Mustangs was more of an experience for me for like just even getting into football. So
Okay.
just understanding the basics of it, and then being a part of the team, knowing what a team feels like, and then knowing what brothers feel like, pretty much is more of a, okay, let's see what he can do on the field without any knowledge, just raw. So then when I transitioned to the Lions, I'll definitely say it helped with my future, because being with Coach Reggie, you know, he obviously helped me become part of the man who I am today, and receiver who I am. So being with Coach Reggie, it definitely helped develop me become the receiver who I am, and learning stuff from him, from where he was and what he did in the NFL. So that like I said, that definitely helped me become the receiver who I am.
Sorry about that. I got to make sure this volume and everything is correct for nephew. All right. And so when you went to the Lions,
Right.
Reggie was getting some killers. I remember one time I was at a tournament. He told me he had a kicker that was coming from Hot Springs just to kick the ball.
Yep. Brody Boast.
It's like y'all had some fast kids on that team, from yourself to I don't know if you and AP was on the same team, but I know that he played like his running back. You was at receiver.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching you two play, and I'm like, bruh, it is hard to pinpoint who you. And y'all had a quarterback that was actually dropping back, passing the ball.
Yep, DRJ.
And so, what was that mindset like, knowing that you're going from a team that's predominantly just running the ball in flag to where now you're playing in a offense that's open and there's other playmakers around you, and now you're having to not so much step up to the challenge, but really stand out more?
Using my quickness, my footwork, that definitely, I feel like that definitely distanced me from my teammates or showed a factor of where I can be successful at. And especially yak, like we said, it started off when I was young, being able to get yards after the catch or yards after contact, and then when I get the ball, make magic happen. Don't be timid, don't be scared, just play loose, be free, don't even think. So yeah.
So what was something that you learned from Coach Swin when you first started playing receiver that you still carry with you now?
That I gotta be physical.
Okay.
I gotta be physical. It doesn't matter if I'm at my release point, at the top of the route, at the catch, even after the catch, being aggressive still, just making somebody feel me, especially when I'm blocking too. Cause I could get clipped, and then I turn around, not know who that person was, and then I look soft and not knowing who it was, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And so after you was with the Lions, I think you made their all-star team every single year. What was that like going down to Texas at the end of the year and playing on the big stage and playing against some of that younger Texas talent that you probably see now? Like, wait a minute, I played against him when I was 7, or I played against him when I was 10.
Yeah. Is more so like, okay, this is an eye opener as a young kid, knowing that you're playing against obviously bigger and stronger, maybe faster kids.
Okay.
So that definitely plays a part, but knowing that can affect your play, you just have to play your game. So that was my main mindset, and that was what my dad preached to me as we were going to those all-star games.
So which one was the time in one of those all-star games where you felt that you was just having a breakout to where you couldn't be stopped?
Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Pro Bowl. That's when I really started to blow up, or as that's what people say, because I made one move, I went right, went all the way back, juked the whole team, and still over my left, still scored. So I had the stadium lit. And then, I think, a few plays after that, I made a big catch to keep us the win, basically.
Okay. And so after you had finished your youth league career, what was the conversation like on deciding for Pulaski Academy? Because there was a lot of high school, at that time it was junior high, but it was a lot of high schools and junior highs that was looking to get you in their program. And again, it was a lot of really good public schools, where you could have went and shined at. What was the conversation like, and what was the ultimate decision where you said, you know what, let me go ahead and go to PA?
Well, started off when I was in 4th grade. I'm going to East End.
Okay.
East End didn't have a football team. So, I live literally 2 minutes down the street from Parkview. I used to. And that's where I thought I was going to always go, because, playing with the Little League team, obviously you will probably end up going to the high school there.
Yep.
So, but honestly, what really sparked the idea of PA was that overtime series.
Oh, okay.
So, knowing and then seeing what they do with their receivers, and they threw the ball a lot. You be saying 500, 600 yards, the quarterback throwing.
Coach Kelley was letting that thing go.
And then just seeing the numbers that they put up, 72-0, or it was always a high scoring game. It was a lot to a little, basically. And then that's what really sparked my idea of going to PA, and then wanted to play for Coach Kelley. You know, that obviously I wanted to be a part of that, you know, to help even more. And then shoot, it was other ideas, of course, like maybe Bryant, maybe North Little Rock, but shoot, when I got accepted to PA, we took it and went with it.
Okay. So your 8th grade year, you're under another former NFL coach who played wide receiver. How has that helped your growth in learning some of the finer points, not just using your physical attributes, because we're going to get to that, but you have the size, you have the build, we know you got the speed, but as far as learning how to fine tune some of those things, what was instilled in you? Because you said that Coach Swin helped instill the physical in you. What did Coach Lucas help instill in you from your 8th grade year to your 10th grade year when he had you?
The finesse.
Okay.
Then shoot, the releases, being late with my hands, honestly, and then being able to track the ball too. So that I got that from my dad, and then also his former teammate JJ Meadows.
JJ Meadows, shout out JJ.
Yeah, it's my trainer right there.
Okay.
Sight, get right with him. But yeah, like I said, working with him and Coach JJ, that definitely, I feel like those two, you know, they talked every day about me. So being that, and like that, they were always able to help and critique me and master my craft. So
I didn't even know you was at PA, and I just happened to go to a Robinson game on Thursday, and they was like, "Hey, we playing for the conference championship. Like, if we win it, we'll get it outright for the first time. We playing against PA." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll pull up." And I'm looking at this wide receiver. I'm like, "Damn, dude look familiar." I'm like, "Wait a minute, is that Chase?" Now, even though they beat you out decisively that night, you had at least 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards receiving. Yeah. And you was playing 9th grade. At that point in time, was you putting people on notice to let them know that, hey, I'm coming, or I'm here?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. I've always been here. No one really noticed me though, until I had to make them notice me.
So why do you feel that you weren't getting noticed?
Not a lot of people, you know, really look at Arkansas for football. So
I can agree with you on that.
It's more so, okay, if it's not gonna be given to me, then I'm gonna take it type of mindset. So everything at PA that I've worked for, I've earned. I've earned the right to be able to play for this team. I've earned the right to be able to even go to the school. You know, and then, like you said, even though we got B, I made my name known after that. I feel like that helps cement a part of me being able to show why I'm here.
Okay. So let's get to some actual tough questions. After you had balled out your 8th grade year, what was your mindset going into 9th grade? Was your mindset, I'm finna go straight to varsity and do what I do, or I'm going to play another year, I'm going to play 9th grade, and then I'm going to move up at the end?
Well, I wanted to play for varsity my 9th grade year.
Okay.
But my coaches, they wanted to hold on that, and they wanted me to really enjoy my freshman year.
Gotcha, without the pressure. Okay.
And they wanted me to come in my freshman year. Like, they wanted me to come into varsity my freshman year, as in, okay, we're going to use you as a weapon. Like, you're not going to be our primary target because not a lot of schools know about you. So we're going to use you as a weapon, and shoot, we're going to use you when we can. But like I said, like my freshman year, I feel like that was more so, okay, let's let him have his fun while it's going to last. Because at a point, shoot, that was going to be that, like I said, my freshman year, that was the last time I was going to be able to play with those guys on that team. before, a few transferred or some left because of other reasons. But yeah, that was like my last time actually being with them.
So when you finally got bumped up to varsity, because that ninth grade year you did exactly, and I was telling people, I said, hey, even though he's not playing varsity right now, I was like, and I told other high school coaches, I said, Chase could start for any other school in the state, bar none. Like if he went to any other school, he would be one of their top 3 wide receivers. So when you finally got your first piece of varsity action, what was that adrenaline like, and what was your mindset? Because you almost took the kick return back to the house. You don't think I remember that? You almost took a kick return. And then after that, when y'all got in the playoffs, you really made your announcement and let Fayetteville know that you're here. So how was it playing towards the end of that varsity year going into playoffs?
Well, I didn't know how it was going to be used in the offense because I know like we already had so many weapons on that offense, honestly, because we had a few seniors that year who were nice, and man, it was mind blowing because the quarterback that we had, Brandon Cobb, he was a very special quarterback.
Yes, I agree. That kid was a dog. For real.
Shoot, he was mobile.
Yep.
He could get the ball out. He could read defenses.
Play with heart, too, because he played injured a lot.
Yeah, he did.
He was sneaky fast.
Man.
He was sneaky fast.
Man. But going into playoffs, though, it was a very fun experience for me, honestly, because that team that we had was a very special team. They gave it, like, we all gave it our all that Bryant game, even though things didn't turn out how we wanted it to. Like we felt like we've accomplished enough, especially for it being our
first year,
first year in 7A.
Get all the way to the semifinals.
Yeah. So being able to say you made it to the semifinals as a classified 3A school, 3A school, is like it's very special for the school too, and we only got like maybe 101 kids per grade, so it's a lot that goes into that moment for us as a school. But like I said, my experience was amazing because being able to be with that team and that senior class, I was able to learn a lot from it too.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, and a lot of those guys, even though some of my best friends was on defense, they took me in as the little brother. So, and they showed me the way of 7A varsity and being dominant.
So what was it like when you got into the end zone against Fayetteville?
I was hyped. I was lit. I was juiced. I was like, Mama, Dad, did it. Shoot, I scored my first varsity touchdown now in the biggest stage.
I needed that as well because I had to go into overtime to win that game.
I needed it. So for me to be able to show up in that moment, I blew myself away, because it was like, dang, bro, you just did that, and it was a rush of joy, a rush of adrenaline. Because after that, I was ready to get back on the field again. I was ready. Like I was turned. I'm like, come on, then that's when I really got vocal, and you could see it from the sideline too. I was in front of everybody's face. I'm like, come on, let's go. We got to. Like I was encouraging the defense and some more. So like I said, it was a very high moment.
So what was it like being a ninth grader? And as you said, you're on the sideline encouraging everybody. You're on the field making plays. Is that when you begin to start taking that next step from just being a phenomenal player to working on your leadership skills?
Yes. Even before the varsity season, I feel like I needed to be that voice for my ninth grade football team, because we all like my dad told me always, he was like, whatever you do, the team is gonna reflect on it. I didn't realize that until, a few drops happened. I had my head down, and next thing I noticed, defense, we giving up points. So, and so we were rarely giving up points. So and then that's when I knew something was up. So I had to channel myself, and I had to take my mindset to a different level and be like, okay, I make a mistake, I got to come back and make up for it. So I feel like once I did that, that helped, solidify, okay, I have to be that next level player for my team to be able to succeed too. Because we like that ninth grade team, we all had a bond with each other. Like we were all brothers, like we would all fight for each other. And having that bond comes in hard times, like when you're down by like 3 points, or when you need to score, or when you need that first down, or you need that tackle. So that's where it really began. But when I got to varsity is where I was like, okay, so let me just not be another name on the roster.
Gotcha. Okay.
Let me be worthy of something. Let me prove myself.
So who or what inspired you to play football? And is football your first love?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
I seen you hoop.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I seen you hoop. Seen you run track.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, you have the best time for the 100 for track and field at Arkansas this year with a 10.6, right?
10.66.
And so, and even with all your other gifts, football is still, it was still always your first love?
Yes.
Okay. So who or what inspired you to play football?
Back then, it was more so Odell Beckham Jr.
Gotcha.
Okay. Being able to see him make that one-hand catch, it may be, yeah. And it was like, okay, shoot, I play receiver. I'm watching one of the best receivers play in the league right now.
Facts.
I want to be like him. So it was that, but now it's Jamar Chase, so like growing up, my favorite college team was LSU.
I can see because you named all their receivers.
Like just watching those LSU receivers, really, it was just modeling my game after them and taking what I see on them training videos that they used to post, applying that to my game a little bit, and then seeing what I could do to also help myself succeed.
So one of the things that I've seen from you and your dad, like the past few years, y'all have actually gone to LSU football camps.
Yeah.
And at those camps both years, you've made plays.
Yeah.
You made highlights. And if this was an actual game, you would have put up numbers. Mm-hmm. What was that like? And even though that coaching staff is not there anymore, what was it like getting to showcase your skills in front of those coaches at a school that you said that you grew up rooting for?
It was more so, okay, you basically it's more so like, okay, you're in front of these coaches, they know what you can do, they've seen your film, so now you got to give them a reason to keep following you.
Okay, don't take it for granted.
Exactly, don't take that moment for granted. And I feel like every moment I stepped at the line and I saw that DB and I looked at that quarterback, I was like, okay, it's either him or me, or not me. So I feel like I had to win every single rep. Even if I dropped the ball, I had to win the route. Include like even like I said, yeah, including winning the route. That's what really was like, okay, this kid can create separation.
Gotcha.
Or he's fast, he's physical, he has good route running. Even at the catch, okay, he looks the ball in, he finishes the rep at the end. He's still like he's taking off. He's doing that Jerry Rice rule that he did when he was in NFL. So it was stuff like that I had to keep in my head. Like, okay, these are the little things that the coaches are looking for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so even at this age, you studying Jerry Rice, bro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how important is it to be not only just a player, but also a student of the game? Because I was listening to a coach. No, I'm sorry. I was listening to Cam Newton, and he was saying that there's so many players that just play, but they don't understand and they're not students of the game. How important is it for Chase Hancock to be a student and also understand the game? And how does that separate you from your counterparts?
Well, when I was young, I was just playing the game. So, um, but when I got to PA, that's when, like, when I got with Coach Lucas, that's when he started teaching me things like, okay, you're not just playing the receiver spot, you're playing the slot position.
Okay.
You got the slot position, the outside wide receiver too. So it was stuff like that. Him teaching me like the basics of playing at the next level, and then him teaching me coverages, knowing how to beat coverages, knowing even on defense, just learn the coverages, like as in playing safety or corner. So it was stuff like that really made me a student of the game and made me want to learn more about it so I could be successful and be dominant at my position. And what was the other question you got? You said
What helps you separate yourself by not only knowing the game, not only being a student of the game, but also, man, I said being a student of the game, being a student of the game and understanding the game.
understanding the game is more so, okay, it's like for the little moments, like, okay, it's third down, you need 5 yards. A, are you gonna be a robot and run that route? Or B, are you gonna be a dog, get open, look for open space if the route breaks down, and understanding that you need these 5 yards to win the game.
Gotcha.
It's stuff like that. And that I feel like that's where I developed myself even more in 707, because
Okay.
shoot, in 707, you got 4 seconds.
Yep.
So you got 4 seconds to get open, and that quarterback really, if in real football, he really has 2.5,
Facts.
1.5 maybe. So being able to understand the down and distance and the time and stuff like that as a receiver, that's where I feel like I really need to separate myself.
Okay. And so coming into your sophomore year, again, being in 7A, as you said, being undermanned, this was a down year by PA standards. What was that mindset like, and how was you, for one, able to keep not only yourself motivated, but keep your team motivated? Because y'all still made it to the playoffs. And there's other coaches I've talked to that was like, man, we would have beat PA, but Chase Hancock, or, yo, we would have beat PA, but what's that wide receiver that they got over there? He was killing us.
Just think in my head that
PA.
we
PA?
PA. And that game don't sit right with me at all, because we had them beat. We supposed to win that game. We supposed to walk out of there. What's the kid name? The Hancock kid?
Chase!
Killed us. Killed us. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do nothing but give him his respect after that game, because
He's
he did.
special.
He gave us fits. He gave us fits, and I had
He's
a dude
special,
for him.
man.
Don't get me wrong. I had a dude for him. You know what I'm saying? I think Roy Holmes would have been able to contain him. But
You want to talk about Chase Hancock?
Chase. And so, how did you grow from that first game against Robinson to that game, well, like it's to that final playoff game?
Well, it was more so like, okay, look at what you did last season. Look at how you started off versus how you finished.
Okay.
And I don't like, some people like, you could tell, like, from that very first game, I will admit it, I was nervous playing that Robinson team. I mean, because you're on that big stage, and like I've like, yes, last year we had all that success, but what matters is now. Like, what are you going to do now to really help your team to get to the playoffs, to get to that state championship? And that very first game, like I said, it was a lesson for me, because it showed me, like, okay, this ain't Louisville ball. Especially, like, even then, like, just not even playing 7A, like 7A conference football yet. It was more so like, okay, understand that it's people as good as you too.
Okay, got you.
And like, you really had, like, not saying that I didn't try my junior high years, but it wasn't as hard.
Got you. Okay.
You know, it was like some teams were thrown together, and it was shoot, we like I said earlier, we had a bond with that team, that junior high team, and shoot, no one could really beat us because we had that. Where everybody everybody understood their part.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, but that develop like us me developing throughout the season, you could tell. Okay, he was shooting that first game. He was nervous. Okay, that North Little Rock game. Okay, he's understanding that he needs to be more of a leader now. And now when we played that Bryant game, okay, he has to show up not only on the field but with his teammates too, and motivating them and knowing that okay, shoot, we may be down, but we still got to play football. We got to finish the game. And I feel like a lot of those moments this past season, we came up short because we didn't finish the game.
Okay.
Like we would play some of the best quarters of our lives, like the first or even the best halves.
Because at halftime, y'all was up against Brian, wasn't you?
Exactly,
Yeah.
But we can never put a full game together.
Gotcha.
So it was even though we couldn't put full games together, it was a moment where like, okay, shoot, we losing, and shoot, we down, like everybody moping. But then like that next week in practice, it was like, okay, we have to get better. Let's learn from the mistakes. Let's watch film. Let's get in the weight room. Let's get stronger, and let's understand what we need to fix.
Gotcha.
So that was more so the mindset, I would say.
Because going into your 10th grade year, was no more flying under the radar. Because you would, again, like you had already put everybody on notice your 8th grade year, your 9th grade year, you went into the playoffs, scored touchdowns, had big plays, kickoff returns. So going into your 10th grade year, you were actually the focal point that everybody was looking at. And so, but then going into the offseason, the news breaks. Coach Lucas is going to Fayetteville. What was your mindset at that time, knowing that I'm losing my coach?
Well, of course I was upset, but I had to think about, okay, true, we had a bad season. I mean, he needed to do what's best for him.
Understandable.
So being able to understand, okay, he has to do what's best for him and his family, and being able to have that type of relationship and being close with him, and being and me and him being comfortable to even talk about it, because most coaches, you'll have a relationship and they'll just up and leave.
Yeah, they're just gonna dip on.
It's a biggie. But what me and Coach Lucas have, honestly, it means a lot to me, because it shows that he cared for me, and I cared for him. And at the end of the day, I'm always remember him as my first PA coach.
Okay.
So that and it was, like I said, it was tough because I knew it was gonna be hard for him, but I knew he was gonna be happy going back to where his alma mater is, the Hogs, and I knew he would be comfortable up there.
Gotcha.
And treated well. But it was like I said, before we got our new coach, it was PA was kind of like sad, kind of, everybody had a mood. So that was what was going on through my mind.
So during the transition from Coach Lucas, before a new coach came in, did you think about transfer?
It was an idea.
Because I know people's on your phone, bro.
It was an idea. Like, well, even then, like before people at PA even knew that Coach Lucas was leaving, like people from other schools knew he was leaving, and they were still hitting me up. And like I said, it was an idea, but I never really, I wanted to see who we were gonna get. And my mom,
Gotcha.
she played a big part in this too, because she told me, she was like, okay, this is a lesson.
Mm.
And my dad, he was also like, are you gonna face adversity, or are you gonna leave when times get hard? So me and my family, we decided to stay, and staying was one of the best options I could have did. Because when we heard when we got Coach Kelly, that was I ain't gonna lie, I was pretty sick. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shoot, we finna put up points.
So I'm not gonna lie, that shocked me when that news dropped that Coach Kelley was leaving Sylvan Hills and going to PA. Because as you said, you didn't get to play for Coach Kevin Kelley, but now you get to play for another Kelley who's also an offensive guru. But on top of that, you now have another wide receiver coach that was an All-American that played in the NFL that's going to help take you to that next level. And the funny thing about that is you and him are around the same size.
Yeah.
And so he can definitely teach you all the finer points because Luke is a bigger receiver. Coach Swinton is a bigger receiver. But Coach Wright, y'all around the same size. So what was the mood like not only for Chase, not only in your household, what was the mood like at PA when the news broke that Mark Kelley was coming over to PA?
Everybody was welcoming him with open arms. You know, they treated him like royalty. And bit like knowing what he did with that Sylvan Hills team from last year.
Facts.
It was like, dang.
Right.
He really took that same team who went 0-12.
No, 0-20.
0-20. to going to the semifinals and almost winning to go to the state championship. Just knowing what he was able to do with that team and take those same players. But it was like okay, we see what he could do. Now let's see what we can do when we put his offense, our offense, and our defense and our skills and our linemen and our other coaches together. Let's see what happens. So now we're going into spring ball. So that like going into spring ball would definitely show okay what we would look like throughout the summer and possibly the fall.
Okay. And so what is something that Chase Hancock is thankful for in life right now?
My parents.
Got you.
They played the biggest role in my life. They take me from point A to point B. They make sure I have this equipment. They make sure I have this education. They make sure I have this type of help. They make sure I have this type of training. So they invested in me so much. And when I do make it, I want to be able to give that back to them and pay that and retire them, you know, because they, like I said, they played a big role in my life and just being thankful for them every single day, every moment, every single time I get to see them or every time I'm away, you know, I always call them just to hit them up, make sure they good and yeah.
So this has been a huge spring for you. And again, it's been some ups and downs. The downs, Coach Luke is leaving, y'all not know who's coming in again, coming off of a down season. But then some of the ups, going to OT7, playing for Cold Hearts, getting into the end zone, getting Coach Kelley, getting Jerry's right. But your offers have been blowing up this offseason from Arkansas to K-State, to Oklahoma, to Missouri, to Appalachian State, to Memphis, to so many other schools that's offered you and the other ones that's looking at you. What has that been like seeing your recruitment begin to take off?
Well, being honest, I wasn't really expecting offers. I was really expecting to develop relationships because at the end of the day, it all depends on who's there for you and who's gonna take care of you, to take care for you. Like, let's put football aside. Let's say something happens to my parents. You know, is he gonna be there for me? Like when times get hard, is he gonna be able to talk me through? Okay, you're going through this serious situation, but we also need you. You know, is he gonna be able to help keep me and keep me humble?
Got you.
Keep me
in good spirits.
Yeah, basically. And with my parents basically passing the baton to whatever coach coaches me. you know, they want to be able to trust that coach with my life, pretty much.
So you and your dad, y'all have hit a bunch of stops. Which one had the best campus, and which one was your favorite visit?
Well, best campus, I would say Florida.
Okay.
Florida has a very, very nice campus. Oklahoma has a very nice campus too. I put those two together. And then my favorite visits were Kansas State and Oklahoma.
So you and your dad, did y'all do all this in the car? Or did y'all catch some flights, bro? Because I remember one time I seen you and your dad post like 7 o'clock in the morning. Y'all was at Missouri. And then about 12 hours later, y'all was in Kentucky. I had to DM your dad. I'm like, hey, bro, is this the same day? You was just in Missouri this morning. Like, yo.
I'm gonna be honest. If you go look at my dad's mileage, you would definitely see it. You would definitely see it. Like he don't like ever since he's got that car, he really put some miles on that car. Like, cause every trip that I take is always me and him, or me, him, my mom, and my little sister. So, I mean, like, yeah, he really like none of the like all of the trips that I took were all road trips, except maybe when I went to Battle Miami.
Okay.
And when I went to that next gen camp in Miami too. Other than that, strictly driving.
Boy, so y'all done spent some countless hours in the car.
I'm talking. I'm in the back seat. I'm scrunched up like this. Gone. Because either going college,
Yep.
college to college, and shoot, we just made the best of it. Honestly, we made the best of it.
Because it's funny because you, your dad, and myself, we've been talking about doing this for a minute. And your dad, he hit me up a while ago. And then you had told me, you was like, yo, Uncle, I'm ready. And I told you, I said, let's hold off. And then when I told you to hold off, Coach Lucas left. Then you got the Arkansas offer. Yeah. Then you got the OU offer. Yeah. And every time something big would happen, I would message you and I'd be like, this is why I said, let's wait. And then I got the message from your pops. He was like, all right, bro, we done. Hey, yo, we ready. Yeah. And so what was it like in track? Because you was having to still stay in shape for track. What was it like being the 100-yard dash top time with a 10.66?
Well, coming into track this season, it was more so, okay, shoot, it's my first year. Let's just run. Let's see what happens. If I break records, shoot, break some. But more like I said, it was more so, okay, I'm coming in the track with just straight raw talent. So this is like with me not even coming out the blocks, not like, cause I barely knew the rules and regulations of track, honestly.
Wait, so you didn't do AAU track? So this is your first year running track? Hey, man, okay. And the crazy thing is, again, as you said, this being your first year running track, you didn't even have a full time to prepare because you were gone a lot as well, and you were still able to nail down the top time. And so what does that just say about your natural athletic ability and giving yourself time to actually train? What time do you actually think that you could hit?
If I'm being honest, I could see myself being with those Texas kids running 9 sub-10s. To myself, because with the way that I chopped down that time from a 10.97 to a 10.66, and being able to critique just the little things, that shows me, okay, I got more to go.
Gotcha.
And man, it was like, okay, shoot, In my mind, I'm really just out here racing. I ain't even worried about the medals or nothing like that. I'm just okay. Shoot, I just want to get faster.
Let's have fun.
Let's just have fun. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, that at that point when I ran that 10.66 and people made it a big deal, I was like, okay. I mean, I guess I guess I have a future possibly in track and at the collegiate level. So, yeah.
So in life, there's no triumph without tragedy, whether the passing of a loved one or something just out of your control that you can't control. What's a time where you had to push through and overcome mentally, and how did you push through it?
It was two moments in my life. Last year, my freshman year, we were playing Bryant, and I got smacked up a few times, and it was I'll say this, it hurt my pride, but it was like, okay, shoot, this shows that you are a big reason why this offense is is successful, you know. And then this past year, when we went 3-7, it was like, okay, let's take that moment and learn from it.
Gotcha.
It like I said, this past football season was learning moments for me. That way I could know, okay, shoot, coming in next year, I know I got to be dominant from spring ball. And man, is every day I have to compete with myself and pushing myself, and not only that, just pushing my teammates too, and being that top team or being the underdog that we are now.
Yes.
So just knowing that we're the underdog, and that drives me, especially because that shows to me that, okay, y'all think y'all better than us. We gonna prove why we coming in like this, and we gonna show why we gonna outsmart you, out hustle you, oh shoot, out catch you, outrun you, out strength you. Like we're like, I feel like we're gonna be able to show that this season.
Okay.
Especially on the offensive side, because in the offensive side, even though we had some talent last year, but this year it's a different story. You know, we got me, Javion Walker, our running back.
Yes, he's a dog at running back. Yeah.
We have another receiver, Bryce Giddens.
Yes, Bryce is fast.
True. We got another receiver. His name is Wynn Wilson. He made, like, he's a consistent player.
Gotcha.
And a lot of people, you know, may have heard of him, and that just being with that offense, that's special. And then can't forget about my quarterback too, Caleb Sullivan.
Okay.
You know, he's a young quarterback. He's learning, and even like when he got in this past season in the Fayetteville game, he had a welcome varsity moment. I mean, we all do. My welcome to varsity moment was that Bryant game, my freshman year, getting smacked up, and knowing that he was knowing that he wanted to be there for us, and with my even though my other quarterback Aaron Organ, with him leaving, okay, that really shows to Caleb that he has to step up and not only be like a leader, but show that he has to put in the work too.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to ask you a few more questions and get you up out of here, nephew. What all do you want to accomplish, not only in football, but in life?
Moving out of Arkansas.
Okay.
Moving out of Arkansas because...
Damn. Wait a minute now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay.
Well, not just like up and leave Arkansas, but like knowing that there's other parts of the world, you know, that's out there, and not being exposed to that as a young kid.
Gotcha.
Like when I started off young, when I was 6 years old, me and my dad, we took a trip to California. We did this camp called Lace Facts. That's where it really started. Like, okay, shoot, it's other parts of the world where I could, you know, possibly be successful, but also where I could live a great life.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, I want to be able to to provide for my family, provide for my dad, provide for my mom, provide for my younger sisters, and give them what my dad or my mom missed out on. Like having a big house, having that long driveway, having that G-Wagon or that Benz, or having a luxury in life. I want to be able to provide that for them, and have them not worry about anything after I make it.
So how has it been when you know that you look in the stands, and even though I don't see your mom with the big head no more? Hey, yo, you need to bring that back for real. That was original. How was it like knowing that even as a young kid, when you looked in the stands every game, you seen your parents there, your dad had the big head necklace on, your mom had the big head poster, and then just said undying support to say, you know what? We're going to hit the road every week, and we're going to hit multiple colleges in a week, and at times multiple colleges in a day. Yeah. There's multiple states apart. What does that support do to drive you?
It shows how much my family cares about me, and how much they believe in me and in my abilities and what I can do. And knowing that at the end of the day, that they're gonna be there for me no matter what. Even if I like school, if I get in trouble, or if I make a mistake, or even possibly, go to the league, just knowing that they'll be there for me no matter what is what it's like, okay, shoot, they're gonna risk it all for me. So why not risk it all for them?
Gotcha. Okay. So what's a lesson that you've learned from football that you can take with you into the next phase of your life? I know, man, they're getting deep.
Yeah. Just knowing that you have to. Dang. Well, shoot. Let me think. Hold on, cause it's knowing that football is a brotherhood. Knowing that those relationships outside of football can take you places.
Gotcha.
And like me and my family, we're big on relationships and trust. So if we're able to trust you and call you family at the end of the day, that means a lot to us. Because not a lot of people are genuine now, and me and my family for the collegiate level, we're looking for genuine coaches, people who want to be there for us, who want to develop me, who want me to succeed, not even on the field, but off the field too. And that's what really, that's the mindset.
Okay. So when you look at these awards that we have right here, you have all conference, you have your all-state, you have outstanding wide receiver, you have your game ball. What does this mean when you look and see that your team and your coaches believed in you enough to vote you the winner of these awards and these accolades that you've had thus far?
It's like, okay, your teammates, they think you can do big things. So I'll say this. I'm pretty hard on myself. I expect the most from myself. So if I drop a ball, I'm pissed.
Okay.
I'm pissed. If I run the wrong route, or if I make any type of mistake, I'm hard on myself. But knowing that my teammates and my coaches, and even shoot the community, knowing that they believe in me and bless me with these awards, it's like, okay, now I have to take it up another level to be even more successful. And not even just for me, but showing that younger kids, like showing what's possible. Because obviously I'm not the biggest, the strongest, maybe not even the fastest in the country. It's showing, it's being able to have heart, and having, like, knowing that, okay, so you got to understand, you're gifted these talents for a reason. So use them and maximize them to the best of your ability. So that's where that is.
Okay. What's something that you've learned in life that helps you along your journey?
My mom always said this: be patient.
Okay.
The time is coming. And this was when I was in my freshman season, and I'm seeing other kids out of state getting offers, doing these big time things, going to the Under Armour All American game, going to the Polynesian Bowls and stuff like that. Knowing and understand that this may not be the time that you get this, but understanding that, okay, this gives you another reason to even go hard and putting even more work in. So it was like, yeah, just understanding that my time was coming, and when it did, and it's still coming, it's like, okay, now just sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey and see where it takes you.
Gotcha. Okay. So last two questions. What are you expecting from yourself for spring ball, and how are you taking your leadership to the next level under this new regime?
Pushing my teammates, of course, and then I feel like not being quote unquote perfect, but being close to perfect as we can in using the resources that we have. Because at PA, it's a private school. You know, you can't really get those transfers like other schools.
Facts.
So
And y'all lost a lot of kids this offseason too.
yeah, and like I said, like being able to use the resources that we have at the school and just using that to the best of our ability. That's what I feel like will help us and help me. Because me as a person, I can only do so much physically. That way, mentally, I have to, okay, he makes a drop. Okay, I have to encourage him and show him that, okay, so it's cool, but you got to make up for that and not be inside your head. Because I know if that happens, we can lose a ball game because of that.
Gotcha.
So I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking long. So that one drop, that could, you know, that could really, that could really make his mind go like, okay, dang, I really messed up. So what could I do now to help the team? And I want to install that mindset in everybody. So like, okay, I made a mistake. What could I do to help the team, even though I made a mistake? You know, so
in other words, the little things.
yeah, the little things, pretty much.
Okay. And final question, nephew. What was or what is the hardest part of the journey that people don't see on and off the field?
Being consistent.
Okay. Speak on it.
Being consistent is you wake up like early in the morning, you know. You got those early morning workouts. It's a okay, do I want to do it or do I have to do it?
Okay.
That's the mindset.
Shifting your mindset.
Yeah, so definitely shifting that mindset and being like it's not even with the weight room. Being consistent with the protein, the food, you know,
the eating part.
Yeah, the eating.
You know,
the eating, like,
you know, like you tell some people that you got to eat. Okay, go ahead.
But me, like for me, that's not a problem. Like just like with the eating part, that's not a problem. But like waking up, like just not missing
Gotcha.
those workouts, not missing those extra reps, getting those extra reps in, and knowing how valuable that is to help your game and develop your game even more. So that's what really is the mindset that you have to have, and doing the little things that everybody's not doing.
So, out of all the offers that you've gotten this offseason, what's the one offer that you are waiting on? What's that one team where you like, ooh, hurry up and pull the trigger? Hey, man, your dad is, hey, bro is funny, man. What's that one school that you waiting on like, ooh, if you can wait.
I see what you tried to do. I see what you tried to do there. I see right there.
But yeah, what's that one school that you are waiting on to go ahead and extend that offer for you?
There's a few schools actually.
Okay. Speak on it.
LSU,
Okay.
Alabama, Ohio State, and Oregon.
Okay.
And even though they lost,
Miami. Okay. Okay.
I like what they're doing out there in Miami too. Like with those schools that I mentioned, those are obviously they're a pass heavy team.
Yes.
So I feel like I could.
And they develop wide receivers.
Yeah,
especially Ohio State.
Yeah. So I want to be part of a legacy that okay, he's up there with Jeremiah Smith. He's up there with Odell Beckham Jr. He's up there with Malachi Tony. I want to put my name with one of those schools. And even with the schools that I have offers from now, I want to be able to create a legacy there, possibly. So, yeah.
Well, Neff, definitely appreciate you for pulling up on me, man. We've been talking about doing this for at least 2 months. Before we get up out of here, tell the people where they can go follow Chase Hancock at.
You can follow me at on Instagram at 2EUCE MVP. That's 2 MVP. And then on Twitter, Chase Hancock 2028.
Well, nephew, when does y'all spring ball start?
In May.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to get up there at least to check out one. I know I'll be at a few of Robinson's. I told Central I'm going to come to a few of theirs. So I'm just trying to hit different areas. But, again, man, I can't wait to see you not only take your game, but your mindset and your development to the next level under a new regime, again, under an amazing wide receiver coach and under a head coach that definitely loves to put points on the board. I'm proud of where you come from, seeing you play from the age of 4 and watching you develop all the way into now. I told people that you was coming, and like we talked about, you're here and you've been here, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to be here to stay. So, again, I can't wait to see you not only this spring, but this fall. Continue to ball out. As you know, I'm not far away. For more amazing content and sports interviews and cultural conversations that you've just seen, please follow us on YouTube at KeepinGitaG. That is KeepinGitaG on YouTube. Please like, comment, follow, subscribe, and run up that hype. And also support our live on Instagram every Thursday night at 7:30. And you can find our live at DEG1180 and KeepinGitaG. Again, that is on Instagram, DEG1180 and KeepinGitaG. And again, why keep it 100 when you can keep it a G?